An additional $25 million has been set aside to help the sports sector during this pandemic. Culture, Community and Youth Minister Edwin Tong says sectors like sports bring pride and joy to people, and Singaporeans do what they can to rally behind them during difficult times.
Our sportsmen and sportswomen, past and present, have been a source of inspiration to many Singaporeans. We share the joys of their success and we feel the pain of their defeat. All of this is possible because we have over time nurtured the best talents, helped them along their journey, developed them, given them a boost in their chosen craft, built a platform from which they can showcase their talents. So we owe a lot also to our community of trainers, of coaches, instructors, freelancers, all of whom contribute richly to this landscape.
In total, the government has spent $50 million in support measures for the sports sector. The new measures include a $13.5 million operating grant. Sports businesses will receive funding of around 25% of their operating expenses, capped at $15,000 a month. And this will last till March next year. To qualify, businesses must show that they have contributed to the development of national athletes. Their revenue must also be severely affected. $11.5 million will be used to help the sector develop capabilities. Private academies and clubs are now able to join the blended initiative. It helps them develop a hybrid of physical and virtual programs to encourage more sports participation. Sports freelancers and businesses can also use the grant to enhance their digital capabilities. Sports coaches will also receive a training allowance of $10 an hour to take up Coach SG courses.
Business this year has been badly hit due to the suspension of large-scale physical events. But event organisers like Tricia Folk was offered a silver lining from Sport SG, a grant to hold events that comprise physical and virtual components. She plans to use the funding to stage a large-scale hybrid event next year. The event Supernova will feature 24 fitness personas conducting 24 consecutive hours of workouts from Singapore and abroad.
So everything will be live streamed, and then at the same time, on the physical ground, whereby we've got I think a certain portion, depending on the regulation, at that time, okay, what's the max number of physical participants we are able to bring in.
It'll create up to 80 jobs for part-timers and crew. With the latest expansion to the initiative, more will get funding for physical/virtual events. It'll apply to private academies and clubs too. Sonia is another freelance coach who's had to go digital to train her floorball teams.
Imagine the court is with you.
She was roped in by Coach SG to create an online learning package.
I can't express with action. Yeah, so it's about more of expressing with words, with diagram, to get them move around, to get something that engage them.
The coach of over 10 years came up with an innovative method, teaching students the ABCs of floorball and spelling phrases at the same time.
In terms of video editing and stuff like that, I think I learned a lot through the process because it's something that I don't really tap on.
More support will go to businesses and the self-employed to encourage them to learn new skills and ride the digital wave.
Learn the hard way is the best way, right? Yeah. So there's no journal you can just look at and memorize. Everything is learned via experience.